All right, everybody, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of phishing scams.
That's right.
We're talking about how to spot them, how to stop them, and most importantly, how to not get fooled by them.
You know,
We've got a treasure trove of tips and tricks, 18 to be exact,
15.
that we're going to unpack. And let me tell you, some of this stuff is seriously sneaky.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like straight out of a spy movie.
It is, because it really is about understanding the psychology behind these scams. You know, why do they work?
Exactly.
Why do people fall for them? And it all comes down to human nature.
Yeah, and our own like trust in systems that we use every day and brands that we trust. And
Right.
so to kick things off, let's break down the anatomy of a phishing attempt. What are we actually looking for here?
Right.
Like, what are those red flags?
Okay, so one of the things that our sources point out that's really interesting is how these phishing emails will often use, like, names of people that you know,
Oh, yeah.
but the greeting will be off.
Yes.
So it might say, like, you know, dear sir or madam, even though it's, like, supposedly from your best friend.
Right. Or it'll be like, to whom it may concern, but it's like, from your mom.
Exactly. And our brains are so used to just scanning, right? You quickly see your mom's name. You're like, oh, mom's emailing me. And you just kind of move on.
Right.
But those little inconsistencies, those are huge red flags.
Huge, huge, huge. So,
Yeah.
so in case we get this email, we see something's fishy.
Yeah.
What's the golden rule here? What do we do?
Do not engage. Don't take the bait. That is the number one thing. And this is so important because even just opening the email or clicking a link, it signals to those scammers that yours is an active address.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to put you on a list and you will get targeted again and again.
It's like they're testing the waters.
Yeah.
To see who's like paying attention.
Exactly. And what's worse is that they might even sell your information on the dark web to other bad actors who will then use that to try and scam you in different ways.
See, that's what I didn't even realize. Like, how much is at stake sometimes just from clicking a link, you know?
Exactly. It's not just about, you know, maybe losing a little bit of money. It's about your entire online identity.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's scary stuff.
It is.
But the good news is we don't have to just sit here and be scared.
No.
There are things we can do to fight back.
Absolutely.
Tell us everything.
Our sources are full of great advice on this, and it's actually pretty straightforward stuff. Reporting those phishing attempts, right? You get one. Record it. Create those strong, unique passwords. I know, it's a pain.
It's so annoying.
It is. But use a password manager. It'll make your life so much easier. And of course, keep all your software up to date because those updates often contain security patches that help protect you.
Okay, so passwords, updates, reporting, and then there's this thing called two-factor authentication.
Yes, two-factor authentication.
Two-factor. How do you even say that?
2FA.
2FA. Okay.
Yeah, much easier.
So what is that all about?
It's basically like having a digital bodyguard.
Okay.
So imagine someone steals your password,
Yeah, scary.
but you have 2FA enabled. They still can't get into your account because they need a second piece of information. Usually that's like a code that gets sent to your phone or maybe a fingerprint scan or something like that.
Okay, so it's like that extra layer of security, even if somebody gets through that first door.
Exactly.
I like it. Okay, so we're getting pretty good at spotting these things now, but let's get into like the nitty-gritty, the sneaky tricks that these scammers are using, because our sources mention like creating that false sense of urgency.
Yes, that's a big one.
Like you have to act now or else.
Right. They prey on that fear. Remember that big scam a while back where people were getting emails about their streaming service subscription?
Yeah.
It was like, your account's been suspended. You need to update your payment information immediately. And people were so panicked about losing access to their favorite shows.
Right. They weren't thinking straight.
Exactly. They weren't thinking straight, and they were clicking on those links without even looking at them.
Oh, man. It's like they're playing on our FOMO, our fear of missing out, you know?
It is. It's totally playing on our emotions.
Yeah, our desire to just have things running smoothly and not have to deal with any problems.
Exactly.
And here's the thing that I think is so important to remember. This isn't just happening in our inboxes anymore.
Oh, no. This is everywhere. This is on social media. It's in text messages. It's even in phone calls now.
Phone calls, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The methods might change, but the goal is the same. To trick you into giving up your valuable information.
So it's like, how do we even stay ahead of this? I mean, technology is just changing so quickly. What does the future of phishing even look like?
That's a great question. And it's a little bit unnerving, honestly. Because as our defenses get stronger, you know, we learn these tips, we're aware of these scams, the scammers are going to get more sophisticated.
Right,
They're
right.
going to use AI. They're going to use more personalized tactics.
It's like a digital arms race almost.
It is. It absolutely is. And that's why it's so important to stay informed and be aware.
So there you have it, folks. We've covered a lot of ground today, but the good news is you're now armed with the knowledge to spot those phishing attempts, protect your personal information, and stay safe online. And remember, knowledge is power. So share this deep dive. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, because the more people who know about these scams, the harder it is for the scammers to succeed.
Exactly. Stay vigilant out there.
Stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.